Hello, whoosh. Now, what I'm doing for your pleasure, for your leisure, is I've lost all my fucking links when I rebooted. I can drag them out of the history, we'll be all right. I've got a few on the OBS. But what you're witnessing at the moment in real time is essentially, if I can't put my head too far back because the counterbalance. This is what happened midway through my concussion fall. So if you think about it, I started here and then I was there and then I sort of fell asleep. And then I went, whoa. Now I'm actually up, holding onto the table up to stop it happening again. Now I'm just trying to do something new and fresh. I'm trying to bring a new angle, literally and figuratively. Little bit of turnation there. Let's see if I can. This is the really risky turnation. And I'm back, and I'm slack, and I'm boom. All right, yeah. Sorry, men, if you're feeling a little bit feminine now, and sorry, ladies, if you're, What a start. The concussion stream beginneth. Let me grab some. I had a few videos wrapped up, which I must show you. William, come over here. We must show the people the videos we wrapped up. You've got to see them. I'll tell you, there's something else. Won't take long. A little bit to distract thee. Right, there's one. Boom. Got that. Thanks, and it's at the right place too. Lovely. This won't take as long as you think. Everything's going just fine. 3 boots, but only 2 sandals. I mean, feel free to use these jokes if you can get the context right. I mean, 3 boots, but just 2 sandals is going to take some arranging. But again, feel free. Feel free to use Not Yuri Bezimov. That is definitely going to be played. Oh, be quiet. Silence yourself, sir. I'm going to play that in a meanwhile. Oh, you're going to love it. We've got a cracking show today. Largely a chill stream, but it's one of those ones that's in betwixt. I'm sure there was more. It would appear I've just got one. It would appear I've just got the one video, which isn't great. Right, give me a couple of seconds to. I don't know where to go from here. I think I've got them on the old OBS anyway. I've got a few on the OBS, so we're going to be all right. Give me just a second or two. Come on now. It's early anyway. If you give an excuse with conviction, the conviction will get will get what you want. Yeah. The conviction will get you what you want, and the content ceases to matter. Look, like that. It's early anyway. See what I've done? Yes, it is early, but so what? Right, we've got that. Ignored that. Didn't want that. OBS that. Don't know what that is. Let's go down a little bit. I think there might have been one more. I think that's it. I don't think I've got as many videos as I thought. No, I don't know. Oh, that looks like it might be worth playing. I'm actually I'm arranging content as we speak, basically. Oh no, that'll be lovely. That will be wonderful. That's wonderful from Young Rags. Gonna cause me problems with the copyrighted music. Copyrighted. Why do people use copyrighted music on their damn? I'm going to play you a bit of that. Can't play that, no. Thanks. It was all right yesterday. Why do people use copyrighted music on their videos? Because you can't use them live then. So I would have liked to have promoted that channel. I would have liked to have helped someone out. But no, cannot. Someone's just come in downstairs. I hope it's not my missus. She said she'll be back about 7, 8, 9. Oh, guess what? I've got to try and talk her out of this. She goes to the gym every day, right? And you shouldn't go to the gym every day. You should do a day on, day off, or do different muscle groups. In fairness, every other day is yoga, so she can do that. But she's got all diet. I've got to remember how young she is. She's not 50. She's not even half that. But she's not dieting in as much as she's not eating. She eats quite well. She eats lots of good food. But like we were going to go to this Japanese restaurant I told you about, and she said she doesn't really want to go because it's got loads of rice in it. But loads of rice? What? A little sushi roll? Oh yeah, that's a mouthful of rice. So she's kind of off the carbs and she's on proteins and the other food groups, and it's a bit. That's what it's a bit. I just want her to know that you can eat a little bit of carbohydrates, but maybe she's right and I'm wrong. I mean, I'm the one who's put on 9 kilos and she's the one who weighs about 46. So easier for men though, isn't it? What a different life. A different life for men. Not all easier. A lot of things harder. Difference, eh? Difference until you dive into that competitive swimming pool. I will get round to saying hello to the riffraff in a moment. I just want to make sure I've got a bit of colour in my cheeks because that is disgusting. But yeah, this was going to be a chill stream, but then I found a few things and I thought, don't crash on me now. Do not crash on me now. Don't crash me now. We're going to have a good stream. We're having a ball. I'm nervous now because my computer fan's going, ah! And yet it won't let me. Let's try this. There you go, just a little bit. And then I'll turn the brightness up on the computer because that actually ignites me. Don't excite me, just ignite me. Remember that one? If you don't, let me know in the chat and I'll tell the story again. Okay? It's fine. Let's have a bit of brightness. And the Lord said, let there be Liechtenstein's wonderful pop art. There you go. Hello. Now we're here. I think we can consider the stream, the prologue as occurring. There you go. Right, let's say hello to the riffraff because otherwise all the older, well, there's now 75 people. This is going to be a quick one. I'm going to do it quite quick, but I do actually want to say hello to you. I'm not just a blagger. Actually do want to. It's nice to be recognised in a stream chat. Sometimes when I go on streams, because I'm a streamer, it's a bit different. Sometimes I sort of stay back because someone's, delivering their bit and streaming, and sometimes if I say hello and I know there's loads of scrubs in there, people will say hello to me and then it distracts us. So sometimes I stay back. But if I'm in a stream where I don't really know anyone or the presenter and I say something and they go, oh, hello, Dangerfield, nice to see you. It's nice. It's nice. You know, it's not IRL, but it certainly is on the web and it's still nice. So let's say some hellos and get some tissue paper and clean the glasses. Now, unfortunately, I can't do those two things together. Not because it's physically impossible, but because stupid, and I. See, this is what I've never told you. This is the big reveal. Are you ready? Seriously, are you ready? Hold your breath, because this might blow you. It's not going to blow you. I was in the unit. I was a unit. Changes quite a lot, doesn't it? Makes you see things from quite the other perspective. Cornflakes beard. Not really, of course. No. Of course I wasn't a unit. Hello, John. How are you, son? Our Pizzle is on the firm. Raymond Piper, lovely. Hello, Lee. Nice to see you. Dog backwards, lovely. Martin Wonderfar. John Palmer is Batman. Nice one. Hello, Jim. Nice to see you. Now's when it gets tricky. Hello, Bunnings. Absolutely wonderful. Is it hump day? Well, I suppose with the time difference, I've done that. I played my part in that, which is why I might be a little bit frisky, a little bit fruity. Let me tell you the story, right? There I was. My missus said to me, do you want a massage? And I was like, yeah, not really, because I didn't. And she went, no, please. She said, you've been working all day. Let me give you a massage. I was like, all right. This is just a I had good sex story, right? This goes nowhere else. And she said, all right. She went, go in the bedroom. She went, put the little light on. There's a little red light. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. And she said, put on the red light. And I thought, hang on a minute. This doesn't sound like a massage. Hello. Would you like a massage? Someone said that to me once, which is why I said it to you. Because I like to pass things on, you know. And then she said, I'll get and it's quite funny because she's got my horrible estuary accent. And she said, go lay down, relax, put on the red light. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. And she said, and then she went, I'll get the oil. I'll get the oil. And I thought, oh, she's going to get the oil. By which she means some nice cold pressed extra virgin, ironic, olive oil. So there I was laying down, you know, time's ticking away. Started eating my vape. I was thinking, is she falling asleep or something? You know, this is taking quite the time. And then she came in her black stripper heels and pink bikini. And you can guess the rest. So that was my good sex story. Feel free to share yours. Hello, what's the name? Nice to see you. Hello, Kevin. I do read your links, by the way. You know, the gabs you send me. I do read them. There's just, you know, you can imagine I think you know this anyway, or you wouldn't keep sending them. With hundreds of emails, they don't deserve a reply because then your box, steady on. I wouldn't want to fill your box in. I'm clearly post coitus, aren't I? It's obvious. But yeah, Kevin, what do you want me to do? Answer everyone? Yeah, no, thank you for that one. That one was good. This one was not so good. I liked that one, so that's all. But nice one, Kevin. Who else we got here now? Good Lord, we're up to 85. I've only said hello to about 6 people. Grego is on the firm. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you, son. Who else we got in here? Willow is on the firm. Oh my good lord. Field Marshal Dawn Browning. Well, just have a gander at all you beautifuls. I'll be trad housewifing and lurking for a wee while, which is why you're wonderful. Nice to have you, Dawn. Sorry, that sounded awful. Nice that you're here. It's quite simple, Chris, to just talk normally, like a nice boy. Oh, he's a nice boy. Hello. Sorry, people. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Dawn. Be quiet, you. Be quiet, you. Sorry, I've got an invisible parrot on my shoulder. Pieces of 8. That's not the kind of content you want. Hello, John. Pew, 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 pew. What happened to Barney McGrew? I don't know. Hello, Telford. Telford says, today I've mostly been waiting for Dangerfield. Sorry. Hello, John. Guten Morgen. Ich bin ein Berliner. Apparently I'm in there saying, apology is add to reboot coming now, which was a long time ago. A long time ago. Wasn't it amazing when, what's his name? The old Do As You Like It. I can't even remember his freaking name now. It's all going. It's finished. No optician's appointment today. Might do that after the stream. Well, 20 to 5. I doubt I will, actually. I think the opticians have probably had most of their eyes closed by now. You know, I fucked it up again. Yeah, I know. Too busy, wasn't I? Too busy. Having a hello, sir. Would you like a massage? Anyway, nice to see you, Dangerfield. Hello, my boy Tom. An absolute pleasure. Oh, it's sunny in Brum. You're grafting up there, are you? Or are you laying down like a sun trap? Are you working and lurking, or are you jerking and berserking? Wow, imagine. Daffyd, nice one. Jim says this: I'm a winner. First sperm, sober, alive, going to claim a prize from a car dealer today. That is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it, Jim. You absolutely celebrate what you got. And you got it, son. Beautiful stuff. This is an incredible stream. Daffyd says, what a wonderful fucking day. Oh, here we go. Right, people, Grego needs a Mother's Day gift for his missus from their infant son. It depends how much you want to spend, Grego. I mean, she knows it's coming from you anyway. Giving her a gingerbread man is crap. Wouldn't it be amazing if your son got your missus some Le Labo perfume or some Joe Malone or something, and then you score about 150 points? Otherwise, you're going to be just cutting up cornflake packets and going, "Here, Mum, I made you a space station zebra." There you go. And ironically, John Palmer. Who else we got in? Aramas, nice to see you, son. Always a pleasure. Scott's Armour, I just saw you over there, didn't I, on Herbie Derbies. For a man who makes great music, he's got terrible taste. Terrible music. I had to keep muting it. We are leave. We're not leaving. Hello, Steve. Nice to see you. You're tripping, are you? You've taken acid now, Lee? That's early. Good Lord. What's the name says, a car, a mother's ring. I don't know why a mother's ring. I do know why a mother's ring tickled me. Or necklace. Grego, a mother's ring, perhaps. Oh, you'll be all right, Craister, but don't type. Hey, I don't like the idea of that. I don't want any scrub to go, because they were going sharp, Dangerfield, you pranny. Who else is on the squirm? Oh, I think hello, La Pizzle. Yep, correctly identified. They last. Look, I know Birkenstocks are middle-aged, middle-class sandals. I know that. But I live in a country where you wear sandals most of the time. I tried to get a jank pair of sandals. I've got some of those Haneyanias, whatever they're called, Haneyanias, on the rough streets of Phnom Penh. And I mean that literally, not figuratively. They're, it's broken pavements and all. It's just crunch time at the foot line. All right. They just got shredded. Those Birkins are about 3 years old. No, I bought a pair with me that were already old. And I bought a pair about 3 years ago. They're 3 years old. 3 years old. Look at it. Look, they've still got half the sole on them. Nothing wrong with them, son. Buy quality once, and I reckon I'll get another couple of years out of them. Yeah. Well spotted, though, Pizzle. Charlie! I can't believe I've just been I've just been likened to a bottle of PVA adhesive. Jim says Chris needs some sun. Looks like a bottle of school paste. I am very pale. The computer can overpale me. That's why I've turned I don't know what it is I turned up, but it makes me look like I've got a bit of sunburn. But I don't go out in the sun. No, it's not good for you. I go out, I walk in it, I do things in the sun, but I don't do that. Sunbathing, they call it. So bad for you. Great scene, though. One of the more honest scenes in Trainspotting. The rest of it's like a drugs cartoon. But when he does the old sulfate for the interview, it's very good. Your leisure is my pleasure. It's very, very good. St. George's Sue, nice to see you, my darling. Just Sean says breezy. Pete Shy Effects is on the firm. Hello, Ash. Turner. Danny, I think we had a little bit of back and forth, but that last thing you said, keep an eye on it, though, because it keeps changing. And you don't want to, you don't want to get yourself in, prepare for A, and then it happens, and then B happens. But you'll have a lovely time. Oh, when Anglo's donated, and I haven't even opened up Entropy, and he didn't get a VAR, which is about the third day on the trottage. Trottage. You can do that if you want a good day. Just look into the future of the hopeful future and say trottage, and then picture yourself on a horse. I give it a big one to my missus yesterday. I said, "Have you ever ridden a horse?" It obviously didn't. I obviously didn't say that. I said, "Oh, She went, "Yeah." She went, "Yeah, horse." I said, have you ever? She said, "No." I said, "I have 3 times. Each time was a nightmare, right? A living nightmare." But I went to her, "I have 3 times." And she went, can we? And I went, "What, you want to go horse riding?" She was like, yeah. And I was like, "Okay, then." So I have 3 times. Absolutely gutted. I hate it. I hate it. It's so dangerous. You're up so high and you're on an animal that's like, that animal knows that you're rubbish. The animal knows that you're not a horse rider. And it's just like, amateur night on my back. We'll see about that. Anglo. Vart. The Anglo-Vart. It's the Vart that's close to my heart. Yeah. Now, of course, you're wishing that I hadn't done it. I need to get my YouTube. I need to get. I need to learn to speak, Mum. Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? Thanks, Roger. Thanks for filling my early teenage years with angst I did not need nor learn from. The Birkenspin. There you go, Aramas. We've got it. We've named it. It's named, which, as far as I'm concerned, that makes it real. You name it, you make it, you've got it. You fake it, you try it, you take it, you eat it. If you bake it, any of you can add lines to that if you want. Nothing's obligatory around here. Now, well, perchance having a good time is, I'd say that. John says, Sean. Nice one, John. But I do like the Birkin spin. I'm just going to get through the yellows, Anglo, and I'll be on that like a rash. Entropy is open for any entrepies. Frenchy says, back on the gear. I don't know if you know how opiates work. No. No, for sure. Nice one, Frenchy. Nice to see you, though, son. Always a pleasure. Charlie, did I say hello to you? Who else we got here? Dawn's giving Linda a shout out. Me too. Hello, Linda. What happened? Linda arrived at the end yesterday. This is the end. Bom, bom, bom. Hello, Lee. Anglo, you beautiful bastards. I nearly wrote that in the description, but I get a bit tricky with it, and I call us bad stars. Yeah. A little bit creative. Oh, yeah. Jim says, Chris needs a new computer and remote IT support. I've got IT support. One of my best mates is an absolute genie. I have to rub this 3 times, and he helps me out. But I do need a new computer, and I am going to get one. It's hassle. It's hassle. Grego says, a chillish stream. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Duck Boy Jiden. Nice to see you, son. Hello, Ben. You all right, mate? Always a pleasure. I think I've pretty much... Linda, we love you. Linda, we do. Linda, we love you. Linda, we love you. Andrew says, early bird gets the worm. Morning all. Nice to see you, Andrew. Hope you're well. Where's your head at? Where's your head at? Who's that? Who's that? Prodigy? Shows how much I know about that kind of music, doesn't it? It's got to be Prodigy, hasn't it? Where's your head at? He's dead then. What was his name? Clevelin Flintlar. Don't think it was Clevelin Flintlar. Keith Flint. Chemical Brothers, maybe. I was young once. I kind of missed my own youth. I only discovered Nirvana a couple of years ago. They're quite a good band. The Adventures of Old Malt. Hello, Old Malt. What an absolute pleasure. But we did see you quite recently. It was a longer time before that, though. Nice to see you, Malt. Hello, Hightower. You all right, son? Don't discourage that behaviour. I agree. I don't know what you're talking about, but you tend to make sense, John. So I am going to agree with you. Sorry, I am having to look at the occasional message coming on my phone because I should be working. There are things that need doing. Brick on a string. Rice will be barcoded soon, apparently. What, each individual rice? That's strange. Pizzle says, what's the point of breaking if you can't have bread? Yeah, I'm with you on that all the way. Mouse Cat's on the firm. Cambodians don't like rice now. The decadence. Well, here though. This is it, right? So the other day we ordered food, Bok La Hong, right, which is just down there. That's not actually the name of the place. That's a meal. It's a Cambodian dish. But we call it Bok La Hong because she orders Bok La Hong. When I say to her, what are you going to eat? And if she says Bok La Hong, I know she means that calf. So when I say, what should we eat? I say to her, Bok La Hong, and it means we're going to eat there, right? And so she got some oysters and some like leaves and bits of vegetables. Really healthy diet. They do have a really healthy diet. Like I'll be eating marshmallows for breakfast, then I'll have a couple of currant buns. Currant buns, Red Cross fruit, I meant. What are they called? Hot cross buns. I've still got 2 there. I'm going to have them after the stream with like about an inch of butter. But they're not a butter vehicle. They're a butter boat. I suppose a boat is a vehicle. Aqua vehicle. Do not destroy me in the sea and oceans. You'll find me. Yeah. And so she's got these oysters and these leaves and other inedibles, and I just had prawn fried rice, which is delightful. The prawns are like that, they're like that big, my thumb and finger, with the tails on. It's like a little handle. You dip it in the chili and go, and then your eyes and nose run because it's too hot for the barang palate. And I can see her out the corner of her eye just eyeing up my food. As her body just crying out for carbohydrates. So I put a little spoonful together. I get a prawn, I dip it in the juice. I take juice in the chili. I take the tail off it and I put it on a spoon. I go, do you want it? And then she's sort of all guilty, but like you've never known. She's like, because you need carbs. Going to the gym and not eating carbs. And then she's like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, really? Can't imagine why. I know there are people who say you don't need carbohydrates, but come on, you do. I know there's loads of research saying you don't need carbs, but you do. All right? That's the way to live your life. Dog backwards, AIU. You want me to get him on? I will get him on. I'll tell you what, let me send him an email now so I don't forget. Because a couple of people have mentioned it a few times. I'm not sure that's what you're saying there. But I do think I should get. I've just been told my credit score's changed. Oh Lord, love it. I don't know what it's going to be. Has it gone down or has it gone up? It might have gone up actually because if I've managed. Oh, I've got to tell you, it's so funny. I can't go into the details, so it won't be funny at all or interesting in any way. But yeah, I can't tell you. Great. Nice story. That's lovely. What am I doing? I'm going to write to Devon Tracy. Right. Compose. This is what crashes my computer, by the way, people. So I might see you in 10 minutes. Atheism is unstoppable. Hey, you. Hey, you. Don't make it bad. Right. Hello, Devon. Fancy coming on for a chat? I got back with my missus. Still some challenges ahead. There you go. I have officially asked Mr. Devon Tracy if he wants to come on for a chat. And I also said to him at the end there, if you just fancy a chat, because sometimes we talk and we don't make it public. It's weird, We did see Posey Parker's swimming pool showdown on Salty's stream. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Good work. She done well to get out there, Posey. I've got to say. I mean, she has blanked me, but she did say that my breakdown of her on this morning was her favourite video anyone's ever done about her on telly. So that's nice. But she won't go near me as a content creator because she thinks I'm a Nazi and a racist. So that's not good. Hello, Eunice. Nice to see you. Brick on a string. Anglo. I still haven't dealt with your hello, Buster Brook super chat. I should really do that. Dark Boy Jiden says it's funny how much healthier at 50 49, if you don't mind. But I'll take it. Who's taken heroin most of their life looks compared to the typical 50-year-old boozer. Alcohol is poison. Essentially, it's poison. And there is actual research now. I'll put it on my Telegram later. What goes there? It is I, Mr. Tufter, the new laundry man. There is research now that suggests that opiates, so not synthetics, actually do reduce aging, the aging process. I've known this for years because when you see junkies in the street looking like death, hello mate, can you lend me 4 pence? It's because the acquisition of the product and because they then have to dedicate their life to it, they don't eat, they don't drink water, they don't sleep. But if you can manage your habit, this is now sounding like I'm saying, hey, it's great. Which is a line in my novel. I was editing it last night. I've done some work on my novel last night. There's some very funny lines in there. There's a bit, I don't want, spoiler alert, there's a bit where he relapses and he goes, beautiful heroin. Tickled me. In context, it's better. In context, it's a better bit of writing than what it might have sounded like then. But fuck me, alcohol ruins you. I mean, you find a 30-year-old alcoholic who's been drinking since their teens. They look like their own father. Awful. I said hello, John. Hello, John. Unless you were talking to someone else. Pete Shy Effects, it's Knive round here. We don't say knife, we say knife, okay? Siler, long time lurker. Let's say hello to Siler, who has put yon head above then parapet and has just said long time lurker. What a wonderful name. Hello, Siler. Well, I'm going to say hello to Siler anyway. Nice. How nice is that? Hello, Silurian Jumro. Hey, up Dainfield, how you do? I'm all right. I'm good. I'm really good. Really good. Got love back into my life, and I'm gonna give her babies. Yesterday, I said to her, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna get a strike for that. Yeah, I'm really good. New challenges ahead. Life is a struggle, you know. It's not perfect, but it's fucking better than it was. I'll tell you that much. Thanks, John. We go back to I know what you're talking about, the unit conversation. Brick on a string. Do you not remember the unit? In my school, we had a speech and language unit. Essentially, it was a spaz farm. And it was separated off from the main primary school by a cage. And at break time, they'd all come up to the cage going, hey, why aren't I over there? And everyone would be going, and occasionally throwing things at them. Yeah, and the weird thing was, it was called the Speech and Language Unit, the York Road Primary School Speech and Language Unit, which is rather a mouthful. So the other kids called them as a group, as a collective noun, the units. He's a unit. Oh, hey, watch out. No, watch out. There's a unit following us home. But the weird thing was, and this was going back to like 1978 or whatever, the teachers called them it as well. And can I just say for the last time, can you stop frustrating the units at break time? Just leave them alone. Ignore those humans crying out for attention pinned to that fence that we've segregated for no other reason apart from the fact that they're units. Not yet, but we're certainly giving it a go, put it like that. Hello, Mr. James 1980, morning from across the sea. You mean the pond or the channel? What's the other one? The North Sea? Doesn't matter, I suppose. Nice one, Mr. James 1980. Did you get a Vart? Hello, Daz. Daz is on the firm. He's on the firm. Daz is on the firm. He's on the firm. Yeah. Nice one, Daz. Good to see you, mate. Hello, Emrys. What a pleasure. Mousecat spent his 4th year fixing lockers and painting the school because I wouldn't do lessons. Yeah, and I know what kind of business you're in now. I think they should do that. I think at about age 13, you can tell the kids that are going to be academic, you can tell the kids that are going to be creative, and you can tell the kids that are going to be working with their hands. And you should say, right, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. 80% of your time will be doing that. You have to still do 20% of the basics, reading, writing, and wanking. But the rest of the time, they should just, work with your strengths. It's really, state education's a scam. It's an absolute scam. Deadbeat chess, hello mate, Bluetooth lurking, can't respond. Not a problem, nice to see you. Oh, that was excellent, wasn't it, Duck Boy? That was good, wasn't it? That was very hard. That hurt me. For people who don't know, I think I've done a channel announcement during what I like to call my diazepam phase. I think it was around that time. Bad decisions usually, the bad decisions usually occur during a period of bad decisions. But I went, right, so there's something I've got to tell you all. And I sort of tried to look sort of a bit scared and apprehensive. And I went, I'm a communist. Always have been, always will be. It was hard, man. Time was going so slow for me. I thought it would be like just normal time, but because it was protracted through, I just thought loads. Bad. Oh no! A melee of different emotions I was assuming of thee, and it was lovely to go. Not really, yeah. But yeah, it was awful. It was unpleasant. Dawn Browning dropped 2 bobbin. One shouldn't clean one's lenses with tissue. Now it's funny you say that though, Dawn, because I do have a couple of glasses cloths, but I don't have the little spray. And I've tried everything else, and the glasses cloths don't seem to work. That stuff does. That it's not toilet tissue. And are you suggesting that it damages them or something? I mean, these aren't prescription lenses; they're anti-glare. But I wish I'd have gone to the opticians today. I didn't get 7 SUBSTACKs finished last night because after an hour I thought, hang on a minute, I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air at night. Thank you, Dawn. Much appreciated, cuckoo. But if there is some damage, if there's a damage element going on there, let me know. Hello, Ian. Nice to see you. Right, I think I pretty much said hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, Lulu. Just as he says it, gets caught out like a cooker. Hello, Clarker. Clarker. Just add an A onto it. Makes it more familiar. Clarker. My background's very blue. Very blue. Hello, Pax Max. There was an escalation. Yeah. Exactly, Ian. You've kind of condensed it there. Grego, I don't know. I still have trouble finding it. Every time I ask him. If anyone knows what Jimmy's channel is, let us know. Linda could write an historical novel of sex stories. Well, don't finish it before my historical novel of sex stories. Linda, do it. Do it. Linda, do it. Why not do it? Yeah, do it. Tell those stories. We need stories. Do it. Ah, Raymondo. After the oil became like a human eel. I don't know. Oh, of course. You mean the oil? That oil. Yes, it was slip sliding away. You know you're near your destination. You know you slip sliding away. Don't worry, the stream is going to start in a minute. We've been over 100 for some time. I've still got to find. Hello, Abstract Steve. A pleasure. Hello, Sally. Look at that. Dawn. Sally's been watching Dawn's videos, trying to catch some tips for this year's veg patch. Good call, Sally. I like the idea of you doing that, Sal. Who was I telling? Who was I telling about? I was telling someone about Christopher Worthington Darling and that old gaff you had. I loved that old gaff. I thought, what a oh, how you wangled that, I'll never know. But good Lord, I only went there like twice, and I just thought this is a gaff. Now this is a gaff. That was the fella I was after. Tyson Fury. No, not Randy Savage. Hello, Raymond, by the way. Nice to see you. Right, where are we going? Hello, Crow, I haven't said hello to you. Right, I can't. If I've missed anyone, I've got to stop the hellos because I'll grab you later. Hello, no name. I will grab you later if I haven't, but I need to. Hello, Andy. How are you, my friend? Look at that. What a lovely little comment from Emrys. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. Lady down the way was out in her garden. Lark ascending, playing on the gramophone. Lovely. That is lovely. Yes, brick on a string. The Hanias. I don't know how you say it. Hanias. Ian, I will not do sandals and socks unless I do. But no, you know. It's the German thing, isn't it? Vartan. Hello, Matthew. Nice to see you. Duck Boy says that Mother's Ring sounds like a dessert. Oh, I don't know what you were eating at your gaff. No, I'm with you on that, Steve. I don't want anyone to text and drive. I think that's awful. He's on the same page on the firm. Hang on a minute. Where's on the same page? What's going on here? There's something affecting the stream. Right, let me there he is. Hello, son. Good to see you. There you go, Anglo. It only took 46 minutes. I found it. Good morning to you. Oi, tell me what this is. Dawn, you might be able to help me as well. Did you see my Phoenix then? That was a bit of a risky one, wasn't it? They only had frozen steak, so I had to go for one. Now it says beef chuck short rib. I remember Dawn saying about chuck steak. What the frick is it? I've never seen it. I've never had one of them before. But it says beef chuck short rib. Fuck me. I didn't know it was that expensive. That's quite pricey as well. That was $8. That's quite a lot. But that is that going to be all right? I'm a bit weird with frozen. I have been cooking from frozen, but they've been ribeyes. But I'm going to have that later with some mashed potato and peas. Thank you, Anglo. Hoit to that. A Prasha cuckoo. John says, your call points have sunk a lot, our pal. No Englishman should ever be able to spot the makes of Jesus sandals. Yeah, but Birkenstocks have done a very good job of branding themselves. You know, that they really have. Begbie's pint throw is a good scene. It's just the casual not giving it. You know, you in that one gesture, you know everything about him. Right. Hello, Tim. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the music. I enjoyed Our Friends Electric, but everything else, I was like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. No, good show. Very professionally presented. You've got like people. That's Urba Derba, by the way. Docs. Whew. He has a very early morning show over on Odyssey. I enjoyed it. What's Cambodian for horse? They just call it China White. Hello, son of Max. Matthew loves horses. Well, Jim says his idea of horseback riding is not falling off the beast. The first horse I ever rode, I ended up with my hands round its neck, just screaming to the woman that was teaching me. You know, they teach you how to ride a horse. They tell you to get on it and then squeeze it. And then it just starts moving. And you're like, fucking stop the thing. I ended up with my arms around its neck while it was going, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Oh, terrified. The second two times, I had women with me. So I was like, come on, just get on it. Show it who's boss. And the horse showed me that he was boss. Hello, visionary companion. Horses shit me up, to be honest. Yeah, I haven't enjoyed any of it. I didn't enjoy. There was one moment when I Vataleluia, 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 for the Lord God omnipotent reigneth. Vataleluia, Vataleluia. I must admit, there was one time when it was cantering and I was doing the right, you know, you have to actually move. That's what they don't tell you. They make it look like it's just like a motorbike-ish, you know, like a natural motorbike. It's another name for a horse, really. But I was cantering and I had the rhythm right. And I was thinking, hang on a minute, I am riding a horse. All right, here we go. Reins in hand, all right. And then I thought, how do you stop it? And I tried pulling on the reins and it just sort of went, fuck off. All right, we're still going. And there was a bush, like a 3-foot bush in front of us, about 30 yards away. And I was thinking, so I can't stop it. It's not going to run through that bush, is it? And I was thinking, oh no. And if you want to hear what happened, you'll have to tune in tomorrow. It just stopped. It stopped. Matt's sister used to ride bareback. Thanks, Matt. She'll be very glad that you passed that on. Aramas said that was an amazing impression of a horse. Just many little secret skills I got. You know, hidden under, above, within, without, what, and some other words. Beautiful horses. Good call, Matthew. Grego reckons all this talk of horses will get Vaush or whatever his fucking leftist cunt name is into the stream. Hello, made in England. Mother's going to keep baby cozy and warm. Is that more Roger Waters? I mean, just stop it, Roger. Roger, stop it. You're about 40. It's time to... He didn't do it as well as Barrett either, did he? Oh, mother, tell me more. Why'd you have to leave me there, hanging in my infant air, waiting? You only had to read the lines of scripted black and everything shines. No, oh, Roger, mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb? I did love The Wall, but it only made me unhappy. I didn't listen to it and think, yeah, life's great. Yeah, life. I used to listen to it and think, I know what you mean, Roger. It's awful out here. And you don't need that as a teenager. You don't need it. You need encouragement. You need mentors, not Roger Waters moaning like a fucking child. Get over it, Waters, you slum landlord. What's the name was bitten by an horse? Well, the problem with one of the horses I had was it was biting the horse in front of it that had my other, another is the word, girlfriend on it. And my horse was biting the back legs of the one in front. So the one in front kept like horse kicking, yeah, obviously, my horse. And in the end, I just went, no, stop. I said, stop. I said, get us off these horses. I said, you haven't even taught us how to drive them. You know, that was in Cambodia, and they were English people. They'd set up this horse sanctuary, and to pay for it, you could go and ride the horses. So you'd think you'd get there, and they'd go, right, this is a whip. This is don't kill a girl in your Soho flat with it. You know, you squeeze with your legs to get them to move gently forward. Hold the reins. You'd think you'd get taught. No, they even helped us get on them. Like, no, you'll be all right. Just get on it. And the horse was like, fuck off. And then we were on a road, a fucking road. Oh, those Cambodian cars. Oh, they're slowing down for horses. And I literally called a stop to it. I just thought, I know where this goes. This goes, one of these horses bucking up, me or my missus falling off and snapping our spine. I just went, stop everything. I went, you, to this girl. I said, I want this to stop. I said, can you get us off these horses? She said, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know these horses. I only arrived yesterday. Oh, fucking great. But, you know, what? Just get us off them. Still paid them, but it was only like 10 or something. But nah, if you put someone on a massive horse, you've got to tell them what to do. Surely, is that right? I remember asking a friend of mine, Zoe, who, you know, she was one of those posh girls who grew up around horses. Well, there's also very unposh girls that grew up around horses, if you know what I mean. I've seen them on Brazilian art movies. I'm getting some water. But I said, are you meant to get on the back of an horse with no training, no lessons? And she said, no, absolutely not. I said, yeah, I thought as much. I thought that. Horses for courses, especially in France. Well, someone said I'm sounding like Gervais there. Who was it? Who was the comedian that said about Finder's crispy pancakes? It came out that some of them contained horse meat. And everyone in England was like, oh, there's horse meat in my Finder's crispy pancake. And so they recalled millions and like destroyed them. You'd imagine that horse meat in a Finder's crispy pancake is probably the most nutritious it's ever been, because I don't know what that other stuff is. Anyone in the chat, hello Hooper, anyone in the LOIRR, if anyone in the chat knows anything about horses, tell me whether you're meant to put people on horses who know nothing about them. Hello Homer Talk. Linda just said hurry up. 58 minutes. I've been hurrying all the way. Sally likes flowers for Mother's Day. There you go, Grego. Maybe some flowers. Hello, rapper Exeter. Nice to see you, mate. Pizzle says, who's looking forward to Friday? What's happening Friday? I've got my old tutor coming on, but I'm thinking there's something else happening. Jim, there is computer shops local, but they don't do this. I want one of these. I can't. This is a, let me show you. This is a rugged extreme. See, look, it's got like, it's a hardcore computer. You can, they survive a fall from like 8 foot. You see that bit of hardware there? It's a nice bit of kit. This computer is 9 years old. And a bit too much tit there. Did you see my willy? I think there might have been that was lucky. That was very lucky for me, of course. I want one of these, and you can't get them out here because I break those flimsy ones. You can spill a pint of water on this, and it'll be fine. It also works in extreme heat and extreme cold, and it is quite hot out of here. I've just really, for a computer that's 9 years old, I got it 5 years in, I think, 4 years in. I got it when it was already 5 years old, and it's been brilliant. And I want one of these. So that's the problem. I've been to the shops around here. Can you order one of these? No. There's no packers or rags in. That's a well-made observation. What's happening, Rags? That's rare. Hello, Crusher. Oh, it's Basement Jacks. Where's your head at? Nice one, Crusher Grape. Pizzle knew that as well. Hello, Mr. Manimoo. How are you today? Sanger is back on the firm. Local cab driver. I should say black cab driver. You're a cab driver of colour, essentially. You've got a cab of colour. It's not copper. Nice to see you, Mr. Sanger. What an absolute pleasure. Loads of people knew it was Basement Jacks. I didn't. That's it. I think he killed himself, that Keith Flint fella. I think it was suicide. Hello, Mark. Are you in Bangkok, Mark? Are you actually in Bangkok? Nice. Hello, my boy Tom. Right, I've got some stuff to show you. I've got a couple of things to show you. Absolutely. That is why I'm mental today. And this morning I did too. I already mentioned it. It was blinding. Because I tell you what, when I split up with her, I didn't want to have sex with anyone else. I didn't want to. Yeah, he's great stuff. He's a great bloke, Devon. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I can't imagine why. He done some of the really important red pilling in the early days. His videos on race were incredible. I remember when he done the one where he had got all the stats for violent crimes in all the cities and states in America. It was mind blowing. He was brilliant, and a very good professional approach. Well spotted, Frenchie. The commie vape took one too many clangs, and it still works. I've got it over there in my still works but with features missing selection of about 20 vapes. The problem was the display stopped working. Now that might not sound like anything, but it doesn't. I don't know how much battery power's left, and so if I go out for an evening and I don't know that the battery is nearly dead, I might get to the restaurant, Crown Green Crown. Good day to you, sir. Whatever I do, and I might go, oh no, there's no batteries. I also don't know how to say it's a new coil because you tell it's a new coil. This is interesting stuff. We're going to get to some clips in a moment, but the commie vape is it's now, it's like the territorial army of vapes. I'll get it when it's required. Right. That's right. The logistics stream. I don't know what that means. I just agreed because sometimes it's nice to agree. Crow, the show is going to start. Joe Mosexual says, let's get butt-ass naked. Can you imagine being that person on Twitch? Imagine, seriously, Scrubs, let's just check out this fella here. Has got it, that's actually their life, right? They've gone to Twitch, they've clicked this stream, and there's probably like one Jay's might be in there or no one, and he's for whatever ridiculous psychosexual reasons, usually latent trauma, has written in capitals, let's get butt-ass naked. I mean, in fairness, I kind of am. So, it's. Anglo dropped another 5-bit. Hello, dislike button. I hope you're all right, son. Anglo says this. You didn't go to the Jap restaurant. No, I'll tell you. Well, that's because I had a massage last night. I was looking for I was looking forward to asking what you had. So is Mrs. D off the rice? Ribeye time. She's, like I said, she thinks she's off the rice until I'm sitting there chowing down about a kilo of it, and then she can't take her eyes off it. I mean, I've got to say, her body's looking fucking fantastic, but I don't want her to get obsessed with it all. And, you know, she needs rice like I need bread. You know, I have to have some bread every day because it's you know, that's our national carb. You know, all nations, there she is on the blower. I'll ask her. Oh, hello, sexy. Oh my God. Hello, love. I'm making a video. Oh, you're doing that, are you? Yes. Darling, listen to me. Up to you. They're your nails. Oh, hang on. Up. Red there. Yeah. No. Left. No. But sway. Up. Yeah. What? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe one. Up to you.
Okay, here.
Okay.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, darling. I love you.
I love you.
Bye, love. I'm making a video.
Bye.
Bye, darling. So what a wonderful. She just asked me what massive fake nail she wants. What color I want to get. You know, I was talking to Bally G yesterday, and we both of us before have had girlfriends who've got angry at us when we've expressed sexual preferences. What a horrible thing to do to a bloke. You know, what a destructive and damaging thing that is to do to a man. And it goes on a lot, especially, you know, I know women are going through their own sort of issues in their late teens, early 20s. But Bally told me his story. He really fancied this bird, right? This is a bit personal, but I don't think he'll mind me telling you. He was obsessed with her for years, and finally he landed her. And they went back to his house, had like a glass of wine, and then they started snogging, and it was all real mad passion. And as he put it in, it done its bit, right? She got the ump of him. She started crying and was, you know, said nasty things to him. You know, you just used me. That's damaging to young men. He didn't get a choice. He didn't. And the thing is, I had a girlfriend once, and as soon as I put it in, her eyes would roll back in her head, and she had orgasm as soon as it went in. Now, I didn't berate her for that. I didn't have a go at her for that. I didn't say, "Oh, you're just using me as a sex object." I was happy for her. But this bird, you know, she really sort of said, "Oh yeah, thanks. You just you just spunked in me like I was some kind of sex doll." It's horrible way of treating men. You know, when you're becoming a man, and recent studies show, and this is fact, I haven't just grasped this out there. Recent studies show that men's brains are still developing into their mid to late 20s. People used to think it was around 1920, not 1920 like dun, but you know, age 19 to 20s. But now they reckon it's a lot later. And I've known loads of women, and no, look, I'm not saying men aren't nasty sexually sometimes, and of course that occurs. But I've known so many women who've you know punished their boyfriends, husbands, whatever, for their sexual preferences, which they've asked to know about, by the way. You know, what do you like in the early days of a relationship? What sort of things do you like? Well, you know, I must admit, I'm a bit partial to blah, blah, blah. And then once they've snared them and once they've broken them, and then once they fancy the other alpha male that you used to be like before they turned you into a fucking nervous wreck. Yeah, well, you always wanted to do blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, but I like it. That's what turns me on. I would have thought my girlfriend would have liked to have known what turns me on. I'd like to know what turns you on, but you've never told me, even though I've asked you. It's really damaging to young men. Really damaging. She's a fucking breath of fresh air. I remember that when I first met her, she wanted to go out. She said, I want to buy some clothes. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, what, you want some money? She said, no, I've got money. I just want to get some clothes. And I said, what? Well, why do you want me to come? She said, well, I want to know what you like. And at 45 years old, that was quite surprising to me. Because she wants to look good in a way that I'm attracted to her. Not all the fucking time, you know, obviously. But yeah, that was what that phone call was about. She was at a nail shop and there was a big selection of nails, and she said, What ones do you want? Nice. Bloody lovely. I really tried to keep that intellectual, but inside I was just going, sorry, people. She's trying to be off the rice, but like I said, when I'm sitting there eating it and I'll offer a pile of it on a spoon, she'll yeah. So there you go. And she blew out the Japanese place because she said it was rice. And I said to her, we're going tonight, because yesterday we done other things. But I said, you don't want to go, do you? And she said, no, because it's, you know, it's largely a rice base. It's sushi. But I said, well, if you don't want to go, we don't go, no problem. So there you go. Anglo, nice one for that 5-bit. The grift has been acceptable, to be honest with you. The grift's always acceptable. It's only a joke when I say that. You're very generous people. Pizzle says, I used heroin for over half my life. And I look great. You're a very handsome man, Pizzle. Yeah, I mean, it's just, in the 80s, those adverts that lied, liver damage, kidney problems, skin damage. No, and no. Well, hang on a minute. So when you treat patients with heroin, they don't seem to get that. When you're doing your palliative care, they seem all right. But certainly something to look into. Anglo, thank you for that donation. I always forget whether I've actually made a sincere thank thee. There you go, Sylar. Got a few welcomes. Nice to see you. I know you said you've been here a while, but head above the parapet, always worth an hello. Nostrafundamo says, imagine not having 20/20 vision. Well, I did have 20/20 vision, but two things happened. One, I had a concussion and it's never been the same since. And two, I got older. So those two things together would appear to have caused my vision to deteriorate rather rapidly. Linda says, hurry up. The stream will never start at this rate. Linda, you know how it doesn't work round here. No, exactly that, Ian. Hello, Snoopy. Oh, no, absolutely. Do it, Pizzle. When I say they're anti-glare, it's just a flash way of saying sunglasses. Get a pair. You'll have trouble getting these, though. These are Cutler and Gross. They're vintage. They don't make them anymore. But get on eBay, have a look around the internet, just type in Cutler and Gross. You might find a second-hand pair. These are a gift to me. These are going to cost you about 600 squids. And a mate, I told you the story the other day. Me and him turned up to the Polish cafe on Old Compton Street and Frith Street, the corner. I wanted it to sound like a New Yorker then, on the corner of Old Compton and Frith. Yeah, nice. And I had a pair of aviator mirrors on, and this bloke in there said to my mate who was wearing these, he went, really nice glasses. And I was like, why? Hang on, I've got some real aviators on here. I said, what, you don't like mine? He went, they're a bit try-hard. Fucking try-hard? I took them off there and then. I just went, really? Gone. No, I'm not playing that game. And then we spent the rest of the day together, me and that bloke, he's a mate of mine. And at the end of the day, he took them off. He went, put those on. And I put them on. He went, they look really good on you. I went, oh, thanks. He went, they're yours. I went, fuck off. He went, no, you can have them. And that was about 8 years ago. No, probably longer than that, because I used to wear them when I'd done stand-up. And I still talk to the fellow, of course, and he's well chuffed that I still wear them. So that, that was nice. Raymond reckons that the 12 golden vampires would beat the 7 spastics. There's only one way to find out, Raymond. Hello, my boy Tom. Hello, Douglas Lefebvre. Audio version of my novel, yeah, I will, but it'll be about 8 months after it comes out in book form, because it's actually quite a difficult job to do that, because I'll want to read it, and what I'll do, I'll be improvising as well. So you're not going to just get me reading the book. I'll add bits because I want it to be a different thing. So, but it's a really hard job. The novel's going to be about 120,000 words when it's done, and getting into a recording studio, having the energy and all the other nonsense. It's going to be quite the thing. Pizzle, you don't have to say anything like that. Fucking wear what you want. If people have got a problem with it, just say, oh, okay. How about cunt? Excuse my English, people, but occasionally I am very far behind. My boy Tom's back on the roof any second. A bit of erotica. What's erotica? I like the sound of it. Snoopy, I missed the bit when you said of. Good morning, Lulu. And I'm a fan of all of them. There you go. I corrected it for you. All right, I'm going to skip. Hello, Dawn Browning again. I'll help Linda Hunter with the editing. Wink. Right, hang on. What? Ian Marr says, hurry up and wait. Linda says, ha 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 ha. This chat and this danger. Ha 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 ha. I was going to suggest it yesterday, actually, people. I might, if someone wants to do an edit of all the week's streams, right? Maybe a 30-minute show where you just pick out some of the more interesting, more funny, and put work graphics over the screen and little bits of music and sound effects, and put together, we'd call it something like Dangerfield's Weekly Pie, and it will be like a little sort of 30-minute edit of the week's shows. If anyone wants to do that for no money or any glory, email me and we'll discuss something. I might actually be able to do some money. I'll sort out some of the grift for it. So, if anyone's unemployed and can do some, and has got an eye for a good edit and would happily put together, maybe fortnightly is more realistic, and it would just be like a roundup of the week's shows. That, email me if you're into it. John says that sandals and socks are an American thing. You're right, actually, John, because as you said that, I pictured them with the cameras around their neck and the big bags and the fat. Talking about fat, where's bloody Rusty when you don't need him? Hello, Wendy. Yeah. My boy Tom says it's beautiful in Blighty today. Yeah, a few other people have suggested that. Oh, no. White socks and black shoes. No. Visionary Companion says, I've never worn Birkenstocks because I associated them with dork-knobbed hippies. Nah, hippies can't afford them. They're good shoes. They last. You know, as far as a pair of sandals go, they last. That's why I wear them. You know, my other pair got me through 6 years. And out here, you need some tough sandals. You need some mandals. Essentially, they're mandals. Visionary Companion, why don't you look at it like that? Birkenstocks and mandals. Yeah. You lot are excellent. Jim says, socks and sandals keep dirt off the feet and make sandals a 3-season footwear. Matt says, UK inflation, it's 6.2%. We're going to look at a little bit of investing chat when this damn stream starts. Marzipan says, people texting and driving is terrifying. It really is. See them all the time when I'm out on the bike, arseholes. Yeah, it's shocking. You see them out here doing it, like kids, wife on the back, kid in between their legs, you know, in the little standing it bit, just on their phone. And you're like, well, you know, life is a risk, but you don't need to overdo it. Right, we're actually gonna get onto a bit of clippage. It's stewing steak, is it? Okay, so I have to braise it. I have to braise it. I can't just grill it or fry it. Okay, so that adds about 3 hours to the cooking time. Balls. Damn. Marzipan says the same. That Snoopy said cowsicle. Well, that bit is usually it's like $3-4 for for a ribeye, but that bit. Jim says short rib means floating rib, middle of the steer. Is he right, Anglo? I only go to Anglo because of butcher. He says, yes, Ian, it is a stewing steak. On the same page says, only me. Hello on the same page. How are you, son? Good to see you. Right, I am going to... Hello, Raymond. Again, continually generous. Much love. Bless you, Raymond. One in the chat, if you think Chris should try to sync our chat with his chat, maybe skip some comments or such. It can't be done because here's the thing. Now I'm engaging with what you've said. In the time I'm just this 20 seconds bit, which I want to give to not only people who donate, but people whose comments I put on. Another 30 comments have gone in the chat. That's, so it would be like this. Raymond, thanks for the donation and thanks for the suggestion. But this is what I'd have to do that, right? I'd have to go like this. Steve-O. Morning, Paul. And they have metal boots. Nice. And I'm skipping like 10s in between. Funny part about riding an horse is when new people discover all the places you can develop a blister. Nice. But you see, Raymond, I can't add anything to it. I can't engage with it, which is kind of nice for people when they say something to sort of engage with them. So John Palmer, crying with laughter with the horse talk. There you go. Yes, horses enjoy apples. Drive a horse. I did hope that didn't. I'm going to put some light on. Brick on a String says horses are bastards. Ouch. But Raymond, I will try and do something a bit in between what you've suggested and not spend so much time talking about things. But, you know, it's not easy. That's better, isn't it? There you go. That's all it takes. See, you got to keep adjusting at this time of day. Right, I'm going to go right to the bottom of the chat and start again. Hello, Mr. MF. Nice to see you, sir. Hello, Sean. Hello there, R4 Lights. Mega Essex boy fucking hates life right now. Oh, come on, man. You're such a lovely fella as well. That's terrible news. But I've been there. We all get. I had a shocking few weeks just back there. Sorry to hear that, mate. There's not really anything I can say, is there? I do wish you'd managed to stop drinking, though. And I say that with no judgment and nothing but compassion for someone who I think's a lovely bloke. And I know you want to stop because you've tried. Mad Keith was suicide, yeah. Another victim of male depression. Yeah, he killed himself, that's right. Mark's got to go to a quarantine hotel. Oh, 6 days to go in there. So you've done like 8 days already. Good Lord. Oh, me too, Dawn. He's such a lovely fella. Oh, Clark was here from AIU. That's right. He mirrored one of my early videos. We've met up a few times in London. He's good stuff. He's very different off the internet. Don't go and eat worms. Identify the issue and find some fucking solutions. Come on. Dawn Browning. Dawn, did you get a Vartan Tatahatihu for that? I'm not sure if you did. 42. Dawn says this. AIU did the best music mashup with Booty Vids 2. A great W Avenger. I miss the Roo. You can actually. He's got a channel. I think it's on Censored. It's on Gabby McInnes's channel. But there's a paywall there. But it's like a tenner a month. But apparently he's knocking out some cracking material. Nice one, Dawn. Thanks for that. And yeah, he's great. Devon was great, and he survived for years. They got rid of his channel. He set another one up. He appealed this one. He really done it, and that was his full-time job. When I come on here and say this isn't my full-time job, I mean it. But Devon's YouTube channel, and it was cuntish because it was a bait and switch. YouTube, become a partner. Spend every day making quality. Devon's videos used to take him 2 or 3 days to put together. And then when YouTube went, we're going woke now because, thanks for building us a massive audience and being the second most used. YouTube, after Google, is the second most used search engine on the internet. So after Google, when people want to find stuff out, they go to YouTube. And it was built up by people, the likes of Devon Tracy. And then once they had their audience, they just went, how about fuck off you lot now? Awful. No, you're not too damaged. That's just self-pity. Fuck's sake. Come on, man. You can do better than that. I'm not buying that at all. Damaged? Yeah, me too. Like many people are. Too damaged? No. I have not watched the Untouchables. Intouchables? That sounds like the porn version of the Untouchables. Untouched. Hello, Ozmeister. All right, man. I'm on it. Right, where are we? Let me just, right, I'm going to go right down to the bottom of the chat and we're going to start this bloody show. Did Sally just say Crocs? Sally. I haven't heard from, for a long time. Lee says stilettos and socks. I can go for it, actually. There's those. I like those socks with the little lace trims and a pair of stilettos. Not on me. Well, on me, but on my shoulders. Look at that. My boy Tom was meant to be back on the roof 15 minutes ago, but he's decided to take an early lunch and watch the stream. It's my own job. I can please myself to a degree. Lovely. Right, I am actually... Oh, mate, I know that feeling. I was there. Absolutely. Yeah. Has something happened? Have you had a change in life circumstances? See you later then, Mega. Oh, mate, if you're still here, you've got my email address, chris@chrisdangerfield.com. Write to me. Snoopy says, yeah, try and keep up with the conversation of 100 plus people. You can do it. I'm on it, mate. I do like trying to talk to as many people as possible. I like to involve people. There's 126 people watching here, and no doubt 2 on Twitch. Ian's dancing in the kitchen of his lycra shorts. Sexy time. Hello, Pags. Right, let's have a look at a bloody clip, and we'll try and keep half the people happy some of the time. Right, here we go. James misses the touch of another. Yeah, it's understandable. I know, Cole. It's all right. It's all right. It's your thing, isn't it? That's what you say. You've said it recently. The other day you said on a stream, are there any clips on today's stream? I felt a bit bad because the answer was no. James, go and get the touch of another. Hello, Toady. Been a while. Toady says, oh, you're all gap in work, so I thought I'd pop over and see all you lovely folks. Well, an absolute pleasure to see you. And Sally wants to know, Ian, if you're wearing lycra and Crocs. I mean, it's gonna make someone happy. Is Zeitgeist in here? Did I just see someone say Zeitgeist? Hello, son. Damage is character. Write it down. There you go. It is if you overcome it. There you go. Sally's saying don't believe it as well. I'm with you on that one, Sal. Vartan, the tartan. Isn't that the way we like it when we take a jargon? People like you, man. People care about you. You're a lovely bloke. And, I've never had a drink problem, but I've had fucking drug problems, and and when your life's going bad and you've got that as well, it's fucking difficult. But you're sound, and it's people here care about you. I do. Not a criticism, Chris. Whatever you do is good. Boom. No, but the thing is, Raymond, it might have even been you, or someone said once. Someone said, get the VART back, because when you can't hear when there's been a donation, you don't read it out immediately. And then what happens, by the time you read it, the conversation's moved on 20 times. And it's a similar point, and it was a point well made, actually. It might have been Tito who said it, actually. And from then on, that's why when I get a donation, I try and quickly find it, because it will tend to be relevant to what's saying. Pax Max wants to know if it's buffering, because he's obviously got some buffertron. Right, let's get this show on the road. It's only been an hour and 34 minutes. I've had a lovely time, though, I have to say. Right, because there's some damn copywritten music in this, I might get yeeted, right? Let's try it. Let's hang on. Vartan, la cha cha chartan, hip boo boo. Where is that even? I've heard it, but I can't see it. Where the frick? Boom! That's very kind of you on the same page. At Dawn Browning, ARU intro Enya with roller skates, I called it. What was his thing? His thing was the Fugees, wasn't it? La, 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 la. And they'd have many different versions of it. He made great videos. I've on this stream, I wrote to him on the same page. Let's see if we can get him on. Nice one on that very generous donation. Appreciate Kooky. And we'll see if we can get him on. He probably will. Yeah, I got my mother off all that margarine. I said, Mum, that margarine is worse for you than butter. Just have butter. Yeah, fantastic. James says, no, it was Enya. I'm sure it was the Fugees, Devon's music, but maybe it was Enya doing the Fugees. I don't know. Hello, Joan. But anyway, nice one on the same page for that donation. Pax Max says, yeah, thanks everybody. Yep, my conch sucks that moment. I know the feeling. I had to reboot thrice. Freeboot. That's the second time I've tried that. You know, the Fugees. Dave Grohl and the remaining 3Gs. 3Gs. Frothy coffee. Say hello to your Mrs. Mousecat if she's lingering. Danny Dyer said Enya came first, didn't she? What, Enya done a cover of that song? How interesting. Mega Essex Boy says, love you all. Good night from here. I'm done. Bedtime. Thanks for the company. You know where I am, mate. If you want to talk to me, I'll happily Skype you or something. I don't know what I can do, but you know, if you want to arrange a Skype or something, just email me, chris@chrisdangerfield.com. Have a chat. Look after yourself, mate. Nice to see you. Right, where are we? Let's have this. Now, my computer's playing up, so I'm just going to have to play it and mute myself. I think I've said enough, to be honest with you. Now, I might get yeeted because it's copyright music. So, what are you going to do, eh? Check it.
Oh, to be in England, now that April's there. And whoever wakes in England sees some morning unaware that the lowest boughs and the brushwood sheaf round the elm tree bole are in tiny leaf, while the chaffinch sings on the orchard bough. In England, now. And after April, when May follows, and the whitethroat builds and all the swallows, hark where my blossomed pear tree in the hedge leans to the field and scatters on the clover blossoms and dewdrops at the bent spray's edge. That's the wise thrush. He sings each song twice over, lest you should think he never could recapture the first fine careless rapture. And though the fields look rough with hoary dew, all will be gay when noontide wakes anew the buttercups, the little children's dower, far brighter than this gaudy melon flower.
There you go. That was Home Thoughts from Abroad by Robert Downing. Hang on. And that was from Amigos channel. I'll give you the link to that. Amigos News. I'll give you the link to it. England, eh? Just England. And having not been there for so long, you know, you really understand that kind of thing. You really get it. The poetic idiosyncrasies of a land that has given so much to this planet and has been condemned so unnecessarily for that. They can fuck off. England, Britain has been, without doubt, it doesn't even come into question, a gargantuan net positive to the world. What a place to be born. What a place. My childhood was just heaven. It wasn't perfect, but it was wonderful. Toady all the time. I get homesick all the time. But I've got my passport getting itself sorted out. My missus is sorting hers out. And if I can wangle this fucking Amex card, I'll be getting my free flights home. And I mean home. I'll be coming over. And when I come over, we are going to do an IRL in London town. Now, I know London's not near to everyone, but it's easy to get to from most places. And we'll have a little stroll around Soho, and I'll tell you some stories in situ. And I'll show you where I lived and what happened, and then I'll see if I can hire out either Jerry's Members Bar or the top of the French House. And we'll have a couple of glasses of wine and a good old chat. We'll have quite the day. It really was zeitgeist, gorgeous. All right. Let's have a look at what I've got racked up on the old. I think there'll be a load of people there, Toady. I think we'll have at least 40, 50 people come. It'll be fantastic. Crow says, no good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, perfect. Is that one of yours, Crow, or did you wipe that? That's excellent. No good deed goes unpunished. You take England out of the story of the world. The world is a far inferior place, and everyone knows it. That's why they're shitting on us. Hitchlap's already excited. Marzipan wants us all to get up and visit him and his dad in paradise. That's a bit of an ask, to be honest with you, Ian. And I'll tell you what we'll do. If there's people who want to get there, but they can't afford the ticket or whatever, we'll do a grift stream where we'll raise some money. And it won't be like, I'll give 30%. Whatever we raise, I'll have to take the taxes out of it. Whatever we raise, we'll have a pool. And we'll use that pool to buy people tickets. And if people can get a ticket, but they can't get back home, we might be able to chuck them in a bed and breakfast or whatever, or some people might be able to put people up. We'll make it happen and try and get as many people there as possible, because that would be wonderful. Dawn gets homesick too. No way I'd go back. It would break my heart. Well, you know what, Dawn? I've had this said to me about the two places that mean a lot to me. Dartford. Well, there's three actually. There's Totnes, but Dartford and Soho. And a lot of people have said to me, mate, 4 years you've been away. You wait till you get to Dartford, you'll see it immediately. There's been some of that in my mum's street, and my mum said they're already causing problems. They're breaking laws and not caring. They've blocked off the right of way, the alleyway, so people can't get things out their back gardens because they've built walls. My mother's been there nearly 60 years in that house, and no one's ever done that. I used to have my motorbike in my garden, and you'd go through everyone else's garden to go up the alleyway. It's a terrace. And there's two alleyways. So all the houses on the right of the first one get to use that one. All the houses on the right of the second get to use that one. And then there's that third alley. That's how it works. Now they've put brick walls. They're about 8 foot tall. When I grew up there, everyone, you knew all the neighbours. You wouldn't brick people off. They've built 8 foot brick walls. And of course, neighbours have gone round, knocked on their door and said, I know, I see you're starting to build walls in the garden. You can't do that because that's our public right of way. And they've just said, fuck off, man. What do you think? Shut up. They've told the police. Police have been round there. 6 months later, 8-foot brick walls still there. And what a surprise. What a surprise that that's happened. So, yeah, that is a bit of a shame. And when I say bit of a shame, I'm absolutely devo. Hello, War Kettle, over there on Twitch, hanging around on your Jack Jones. Do you remember we met up in London, didn't we? We had a lovely time. Smoked a couple of biffs, if I remember rightly. Had tea at Bar Italia, and then went and saw some poxy social justice rally. And didn't I have my Devon Tracy white male T-shirt on or something by complete accident? Nice to see you, Jay. Hope you're doing all right, son. It's awful. It's awful. But a lot of them are old, you know, like, you know, they're old people and they don't want to get involved. And, you know, but there might be something I can do about it. There might be something I can do about it. And I may well do it, but, you know, I obviously shouldn't really discuss that. Yeah, we had a good laugh in town a couple of times, wasn't it? Well, I hope you're well over there in Turkey. Turkey? Well, Hooper, I think essentially I blame Blair. I blame Blair for the situation. But if he didn't come about, it would have happened anyway, because it's you know, a lot of it's come from the outside. Right, let's have a look. I need some more water, and then I've got something to show you. I'm going to have to shut the windows. There's a storm brewing. Oh, and I've got washing outside, and I think it might be raining. Bollocks. Sorry, people. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Seven clameurs. One minute and counting. I think we're good to go. Well, in fairness, Joan, they had it yesterday. It's the same lot. I still just haven't. I haven't done anything with it. The thing is, I had to bring it in yesterday before it was properly dry. So this morning I put it out for an airing, more of a drying. You know, who now will be our king? Nice one, Snoopster. Right. I've got something else for you. Let's open up the old. Oh, actually, it would appear I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things for you. Some of them are very short though, but let's have a look. Rag's still ain't here, is he? I hope he's all right. Right now, so Ireland era, right? I have been told, look how yellow it's got now. Let me sort that out because it's ridiculous. It's because, you know, because the sun's gone down. When the sun goes down, you can make anything a rock song. Hello, Professor Teddy Dutton. Tar Muchley for coming down the pub last week. Teddy, I will come to your boozer for a chat anytime you want. Let me just de-yellow it. There you go. I was about to say it looked like I had yellow fever, but changing the colour of the screen won't change it. No, Teddy, it was an absolute pleasure. Look, Anglo-Saxon has called you a legend. Professor Legend, they call you. No, really, thank you very much. And because I let you down the first time, it was very, very kind and forgiving of you to take me back. Superb, welcome violently. That's right. There you go. Isn't that the French? Isn't that what's written under the fleur-de-lis? There you go. Look, everyone's all over him. Look, they love it. That was great. No, it really was an absolute pleasure. Flew by. Right, next next on the... Well, that's what I'm thinking. Is he back? Is Rags back? Because he did have back problems yesterday, didn't he? Dangerfield and Dutton. I don't know. Straddling class ladders. Right, where are we going now? I don't know. I've lost all... I thought I'd de-yellowed the thing, but it's certainly rather jaundiced. Right, here, I'll check this one out. I racked it up already, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Now, so I've been informed by people in the know that ERA Ireland is a big social justice experiment. It's over. Apparently there are classes now. It's been like this in London for years, and I know this because I used to work in schools. Years ago, I had a job where I'd go into schools and talk to the sixth formers about making decisions about university. I worked for a company called Push. It was a really cool job, actually. It was the only job I ever had, proper job. Proper job. Hello, mate. Proper job week. And yeah, our ERA is just a big experiment. They are enriching it beyond recognition. Apparently, there's classes where there's like one white kid. I have to laugh at that because otherwise my skeleton will collapse into a pile of dust on the floor. But have a look at this, because if you don't know, the Irish government said a couple of weeks ago, we're going to take 20,000 Ukrainian refugees, right? Watch this. Watch this and prepare. I mean, put something soft on the floor so that when your jaw hits it, it doesn't snap. I've got to mute myself. An audio check will be handy. Vartan! I'll play this clip. On the same page, you, Chris, what? You, Chris, I start a football team. Call it England United. Who's the striker going to be? It's kind of nice. I reckon you meant to say, at you, Chris, start a football team. Call it England United. Who's the striker going to be? Well, I'm crap at football. I'm very good at watching it, but I'm very good at watching it and screaming at the screen, telling professional footballers what they should be doing, but put a ball near me and it doesn't work. But I'll tell you what I was thinking actually the other day. I was thinking if I was ever to if my novel becomes a unicorn and I end up making loads and loads of money, I mean, I'm not going to hold my breath. It's not a unicorn. It's barely a donkey. It's barely a mule. I want to make a film. I want to make a movie, not a documentary, a movie. But anyway, I'll think about the football team. But no, it's a really weird comment on the same page. I don't really know what else to say about it. Thank you, though, mate. That's what I wanted. Yeah, there you go. Right. So, but seriously, thank you for that donation. Very kind, very generous. Check this out. So they said they were going to take 20,000 Ukrainian scrubs, right? Check this out.
Gavin, these revised estimates, they're a dramatic increase on the numbers mentioned originally.
That's right. If people cast their minds back, Colette, only 3 weeks ago, that was when Simon Coveney was outlining suggestions that Ireland may have to take up to 20,000 Ukrainian refugees. And even that number swamped the expectations that many people may have had in mind. That was only 3 weeks ago. And today, on their way into cabinet, ministers were confirming that the now estimated number that Ireland has to plan to receive is 10 times that number, 200,000 people.
You heard that. Now, I've been to Era and I've been to lots of those lovely little villages. They've gone from 20,000 to 200,000. They're going to take 200,000 Ukrainians. And as you know, Morgoth's law, they're not going to be white Ukrainians because they don't seem to be the people leaving, weirdly. I don't know why. That would be the case, but 200,000. I mean, even if they're not going to want to split up. I talked about this the other day. You try and distribute them across Era. Oh, I mean, what units can you make them into? 100? I mean, good Lord, how many places are going to get 100 Ukrainian refugees? Everywhere in Era. It's just absurd. And as someone in the chat just said, at least. Now, there you go, Lee. There you go. Yeah. You've only got to wait one generation for that lot. And a lot of them won't be Ukrainian, so to speak. There'll be people who immigrated into Ukraine who are getting out now because the money's dried up and England, Britain and Ireland, Western Europe, we'll say, look like a better place. Fucking shocking. I mean, that alone is just going to change the whole country. And like I said, these people will not want to be split up. They will form camps. They're not going to be living in people's houses. That ain't working. You can't take someone into your house without taking someone into your home. You can't take someone into your home without taking someone into your life. And you're not going to want a family in your life. You've got your own family. The sexual dynamics, the violent dynamics, the social dynamics. Forget all the other stuff. The social dynamics of having a family in your house who are on welfare and you're not, and you've got a cush job and you've got a nice motor and they've got to get their food stamps and they've got to get the bus to places while you're taking your family out to the beach in your Beamer. No, they haven't thought this through because they don't care. They don't care. They just want to boost their cheap labour. That's it. That's all this is. Bring in loads of people that will increase production, increase GDP for next to nothing. Yes, Crow, diversity, of course, will be their strength. It's gonna go great. And check out. You've kind of heard all you needed to hear, but check him out at the end. He makes a proper fuck up. It doesn't really add anything to what I've showed you. But check him out, say, the end of this month and the end of this month. Hello, Steve. Nice to see you. Check him out.
10 times that number, 200,000 people. And today we also got the first indications of how quickly some of them may come. Confirmation today, the number has already surpassed 10,000, but is likely to surpass 20,000 by the end of this month and 40,000 by the end of this month.
It's likely to surpass. I mean, it's essentially a Freudian slip. It's likely to surpass 20,000 by the end of this month and 40,000 by the end of this month. You were right the second time. It's probably more like a combination of the two. Let's just call it 60,000. I mean, the speed of this is. Oh yeah, go on, come on, 40,000 people, come in. That's not going to put a strain on anything. Everything's going to be fine. No, go on. No, all those kids can just go into the schools. Oh, they don't speak English. Okay. Well, we'll give them extra English classes on the budget. So the people that have been paying taxes, their children are going to lose out because money will be being dished out to teach these kids English who won't want to teach English, who won't want to learn English. And then they'll still be in the classroom. So while the teacher's up there trying to teach them maths and that, they'll have to then get an interpreter in and go, okay, class, so today we're going to look at algebra. So let's look at 1x plus 2x, and then the interpreter is going to go, and then another interpreter who speaks whatever language the Roma Gypsies, which are probably going to make up about 50% of these immigrants, they speak. Meanwhile, the Irish kids are just sitting there doing nothing while the translations are going on. And then the kids are asking their translators questions, and then the translators asking the teacher questions. So what would have been an hour lesson in basic algebra is now going to take 5 times as long. And this doesn't even touch on the cultural ramifications of this. You know, like I said, you can't, anyone who thinks they're going to take these families into their house and it's going to be all lovely and like some kind of crappy left-wing movie, it's not. It's going to be dangerous. Now, I don't mean dangerous necessarily as in violence. I went on the French exchange. I was 11 years old when I went out and stayed with a French family. My presence in the house completely disrupted the dynamic. The kid who I was staying with, who was my age, was screaming at his father every day because his father liked me, because I wasn't his son, and it hasn't got the same problems, the same dynamics, the same issues. The mother was just doting on me, which the older brother didn't like. You know, both parents were just, you know, they wanted me to have a good holiday. They offered me to take me skiing. They were minted, right? When he come to my shitty little working class middle of terrace and we were, you know, eating tin soup with milk poured in it to make more of it. I'm talking about an 11-year-old child staying for 2 weeks. It disrupts the family dynamic because, of course, it does. Now, that isn't what's happening here. You're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, maybe. Mother, father, maybe grandparents in your house. Oh, no, we can't take all that. Oh, no problem. We'll just take 2. And where are the others? Oh, they're down the road. Well, we say down the road, they're 3 miles away. But they want to see them every day. But they haven't got any money to eat. So can you make them breakfast, please, when they wake up? No, they won't eat that. Here's your 300 quid a month that's not going to touch the sides. And then you're not going to be able to enjoy your life because you'll be looking at all them sitting in one room crying all day because they're just sitting in a room while you're trying to sit there having your roast dinner on a Sunday. Nah. The cultural, the dynamic, the cultural dynamic of a place that's about to take 200,000 Ukrainian refugees in a matter of months is, you know, in the good old days when sociologists and the social sciences were divided fairly across political ideologies, you would have sensible sociologists saying, no, this isn't going to work. You need to reconsider this. They should build, if they're going to do it at all, they should build camps where they can all be together and then you can buy the food they want in bulk. They can have their culture because they're not going to let go of that. This is what happens in these situations. Their culture is going to go up. They're going to want to express it. They're going to want that exclusivity. They're going to want to show you that they're not you because they've just been uprooted from their own land. They're going to want. And the Irish government will let them. Oh, there'll be a Ukrainian parade here. There'll be a fucking Roma Gypsy thing going on next weekend. Blah, blah, blah. And as I said yesterday, they'll soon leave those houses. They'll get their paperwork. They'll get their dole money. They'll get their food stamps. And then they'll be building communities in the woods and on like farmland and things. Of course they will. Then they'll start buying up caravans. They'll start getting money. Then they'll be putting up benders, throwing tarps up against trees, and they'll be forming communities. They're not going to want to sit around in twos and threes. They're going to want to be with their people. Why? Because that's what people do. You know, in London, they tried to spread them all out because it was a cultural melting pot. And what is London now? Just tribal districts. Just tribal districts, because they all just came back to themselves, because that's nature. And you can't fight nature; it always wins. It's like reality. You can give it a good go, but reality will always bite you in the throat. It's a mess, absolute mess. Well, there's 20,000 this month, and 40,000 this month. Well said. At least I appreciate your truth. It's absolutely shocking. And I'm not. No, Pizzle. No, Pizzle. Look, look. This is a conjecture, of course. So when I say no, but look. So imagine this, right? Imagine something happened in England, and we all had to schlep over to Ukraine, and we were, you know, there was a couple here, and you're on your own. And there'll be people who are pissed about it. There'll be people who throw stones at them in the streets. They won't be able to buy any of the food they like. They'll just be lost. You know, without your culture, you're lost, because it's what defines you. That's what culture does. It's not all it does, but it's part of it. And if you heard that there was a big community of English people, and they were building a commune, would you rather stay in your house where you're eating the bare minimum, or would you think, actually, let's get with our people? You know, I miss so and so. I miss so and so. I miss being around that people. No, you'll be straight to that commune. I really think that'll happen. They're not going to stay. They're not going to stay divided because, and we know this. We know this because of our political leanings. People who are divided are weak. They're weak. Exactly that. So what they'll want to do is come together. They'll want to form communities. That'll happen within a matter of months. Within a matter of months. Once they've sorted out their welfare, once they know where they can get their money from, they will start forming communities. There you go. Group preference. It's absurd. It's absurd. And you know, they just want cheap labor. That's all it is. They don't give a fuck about the Ukrainian people. They don't give a fuck about these people. They just want more people so they can produce more, so that the nation can consume more, and they can make more money for them. That's how it works. Right, what have I got for you now? Oh, this is superb. I meant to open the stream with this. Oh, I'm all of a flutter. That was nice of Teddy Dutton to come on and say thank you, wasn't it? All right, Steve, not a problem. Take care, mate. I was going to start the stream with this. Now, if you saw Salty's stream the other night, the restream, you've already seen it. But because we've been ending with Alex Jones, I was going to start with Alex Jones, so it was like a bookend. It's only a minute long. And now there are a couple of glitches in this. I tried to record it so many times, but it glitches a couple of times. So don't just think that's your computer. Boris, hello, mate. He says it's not just cheap labor. It's about finish us off as soon as possible before we get organised. I maybe I'm not sure that is necessarily part of the intention. I think it can be and has been, but I don't think it always is. I just think that happens to be a side effect. But we can talk about that another time. I'm sure we can talk about that on this channel. Maybe we should talk about that one day, Horus. Hello, Tito, and I hope you're right, Horus. I listened to your Ayatollah stream. It was a real pleasure. I was working and I listened to the whole thing. It was great. Really just a nice listening to you two chatting. Right, here we go. Like I said, I was going to start the stream with this, so check it out. There are a couple of glitches. Apologies. I tried and tried and tried.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Gay. Frogs. Won't you fight for your life? Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. I don't like the frogs. Gay. Friggin' frogs. Frogs. Friggin' frog crap. Won't you fight the frogs? It's not funny. I'm gonna say it real slow for you. Frogs.
Bless you, Alex. Alex Jones is more popular than ever, and everyone said that he got cancelled. You can't cancel people. The internet won't let them. It's excellent. It's beautiful. Right, what we got coming up next? Feel free to get those donations in, you cheeky fuckers. Pax Max says, leftards just love to virtue signal with others' money. Yes, they do. Exactly that. Horror says, watch that again and it will turn the scrubs gay. Steady. Oi, you come on our manor. You give it all that. You find yourself going home with. You find you might have to go home at some point. Okay, all right. Vartaluya, 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 Vartaluya. Hello, Billy. Billy, I'll have a look at that. It looks like a strike of a stream. Billy's just sent me a link. I'll have a look at it, Billy, and if it's all good, I'll play it on tomorrow's show. But I can't just play clips I haven't seen, especially that have got things like that in the title. I hope you understand. But nice one on the donation. Billy's just sent me something, and he says, this sort of explains the Republic of Ireland's government's plan to replace the Irish. And it does, because I know that bit about that document. But I'll have to watch it first. Do you forgive me for that, Billy? I don't want to lose my channel. Jones just said it. Varden Tarden. It's more of a Vartan now, Joan. It kind of developed. And the thing about my boy Tom says turning the frogs gay was a top meme at the time. And it turned out to be true, though, didn't it? That was the weird thing. It turned out to be true. Right. Where are we? See, look, looks like Boris went home. I told him. Cheers, Billy. Nice one, mate. You can understand that, you know. Right. A nice one on the donation bill. Where are we going next? This is fucking brilliant. This is courtesy of Jack London. This is awesome. Right. So there was a legal chat, right? A legal chat in the 394th Judicial District, right? This was a proper legal stream. And one of the people on the stream has got a filter on and they can't get a shot of it. This went out live, and this is what the internet's about, right? So I don't, no spoilers, but just listen to what I said. This is a legit thing. It was the 394th Judicial District live stream to debate some serious legal shit, and this is what happened. It's only 30 seconds long, but you'll get the idea. And it's if this doesn't put a smile on your face, you're not going to get through the day. Check it.
Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to take
we're
a
trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
Just listen to that last bit again. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. Yeah, look, we'll just play that last bit again. It's too good. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. What a touch. And the beautiful thing is, of course, those filters do your gestures. So it's mouth moving and everything when he's talking. It's so good. Hang on. Let's have it again with audio. I think it bears repeating because it's so good. It's only 30 seconds. Here.
Ponton, I believe you have a filter turned on in the video settings. You might want to
we're trying to. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you. I think it's a filter.
It is, and I don't know how to remove it. I've got my assistant here. She's trying to, but I'm prepared to go forward with it. I'm here live. I'm not a cat.
I'm here live. I'm not a cat. What? I'm here live. I'm not a cat. But did you see it going? Because that was him. Those filters do what you're doing. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. Dawn, you can have a little kippage, my dear. There you go. I bet you've been out in that garden and your communal boxes. Oh, that sounds a bit saucy. Good night, Dawn. It's been an absolute pleasure. I love it when you come here. Good night, Dawn. Well, Pandajit, there you go. Why is that filter up? Yeah, that's the interesting thing. I'm here live. I'm not a cat. There you go. Hang on, where's that one gone? There you go. Hello, Martha. Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? That's what I said. If this doesn't cheer you up, your day cannot happen. Billy's donated another free bond, and he's given me another one to watch in my own time. 2 hours. Fuck me. If I had 2 hours to myself, Billy, I'd. Oh, okay. So this looks interesting, actually. I'll put the link of both Billy's videos into the chat. The first one is Project Island 2040. So I'll put that into the chat. And the second one looks very interesting, actually. So here's the first one, Project Island. And Billy reckons that explains this whole Ukrainian, they've said 200,000. It's gone up 180,000 in like 3 weeks. So in the next 3 weeks, it'll probably be 500,000. So that's the first link. And the second one is YouTube bans Stefan Molyneux's video. This would have been a while back. The terrible truth about Ireland 2040. And watch it here. So they've obviously mirrored it. So I'll drop that one in the chat as well. Nice one, Billy. There you go. So if you want to see what Molyneux, who is actually, I think he's quite on the ball on a lot of things. I used to like watching his stuff. If you want to hear about Project Island 2040, those are the two links. Nice one, Billy. I am here live, people. I'm not a cat. Right, what's up next for you? Oh, this right. So we are coming towards the end of the stream, people. We've got about another 20 minutes though. I've done over 2 hours, and I've got some work to do as well. And I've got to get the work done before the missus comes home. Well, I haven't got to. Oh, Mrs. Me in it. Hello, darling. No. Hello, darling. No. I hope you're all right. There's a lovely email you sent me the other day. Bloody lovely. Right. John says, for fuck's sake, 3 times I cried laughing this morning. Yes, that's what it's about, son. And a new scrub meme is born. Let's get butt-ass naked. Hello, Rufus. Well, Liam, he creeps me out when he starts singing songs to make his point. I mean, once he actually sung Chris de Burgh's Lady in Red. He was talking about sexual politics. And he went, you know, it's like Lady in Red. She's dancing with me, cheek to cheek. There's nobody here except you and me. And I hardly know this beauty by my side. It's like, no, you can't use de Burgh to make the point. It doesn't work. It was ridiculous. Hello, Emma. Right, now, this next video proper gives me the creeps. In one of the Omen films, and horror movies used to shit me up. Give me a 1 in the chat, please, people. Sorry about the subtle pick nose. Not so subtle, huh? Give me a 1 in the chat. When we all used to watch horror films as kids, and I mean like 9, 10 years old, VHS, you know, someone's parents would be out, we'd open up the videos and be like The Exorcist, and we'd all like, yeah, let's watch that. And we'd all sit there going, ha ha ha, no, this is rubbish. And then we'd all sort of walk home fucking terrified. Give me a 1 in the chat if you were one of those kids who things like the Omen movies actually terror, because they used to terrify me. I was so happy when I matured and realized that I didn't give a shit. Even the Amityville Horror, which is crap, it terrified me. You know, the idea of the fucking devil living in your basement. No. I'm so glad there's been some 1s in the chat, because I've asked this question in other situations and people are like, nah, I always thought they were bullshit. And I'm like, no, I'm not sure you did at 7. Yeah. Very, very frightening. I was so glad when I just said that. So there's a bit in one of the Omen films where, and those Omen films in particular used to get me. There's that bit when they're underground and it's Damien's face with Medusa's fucking snake hair. And it was on the advert. And, you know, I'd avoid those films like the plague unless I had to give it a big one in my peer group. And it was like this Saturday at 11. And it'd be Damien with the Medusa things. And then I'll be like, no, blah, blah. But the thing is, I couldn't turn the telly off because it would mean getting close to the telly and seeing more of all that. And vicars with crosses and no. Bend it, shake it just a little bit. And once I remember I can't remember it was some horror film they were advertising, and I turned the telly off and it turned back on. Now, it didn't. What happened was, because I was so fucking terrified, I didn't want to be fiddling around, so I pressed the off button, and it obviously just sort of got caught or something, but wasn't off. And then when it sort of freed itself, it pinged back. And so I've turned off one. It wasn't actually one of the Omens. I can't remember what one it was. It was just a scary film. And I've just thought, mum, dad and brother are out, me at home on my own, about 10. And I've just sprinted across the room, eyes shut, and it was a telly which had buttons like that in those days. They stuck out about 1.5 inches. And I've pinged it in and it went, poosh. And as I've sort of sat down, I thought, thank fuck for that, it's gone. The buttons come out, dong, and it went, poosh. And it was just like, yeah! And I was like, fuck off! It's, you know, and for me, it was like the devil had come out of the telly and turned it back on. Fuck me. I just sat on that sofa like with a fucking kitchen knife until my parents got home. Because a kitchen knife's going to kill the devil. You know, that'll work. Don't come near me, Dev. Fuck off, Lucifer. I'll jab you one. Meet my mate Stanley. Anyway, in one of the Omen films, they're playing ice hockey. And of course, with ice hockey, you play on ice, but they were playing it on their local lake. And he went under the ice. It was Damien, when it weren't Damon. Did I get it wrong? Damien. And you could see him under the ice, and they were trying to break the ice, and he was like, oh. And I'm sitting there with my mates, and, you know, I know now that everyone there was just thinking, please turn it off. Can't we go back to the soft porn you found rather than this? Although the porn had its own fear, to be honest with you, when I was about 8, this devil drowning a kid this is traumatic. So on the back of all that, watch this. It's got an happy ending, but it's fucking unpleasant, believe me. So there he is. They've cut a little square out of the ice, and you'll see where they've been doing ice hockey on the ice. So ice skating. So you know how thick it is. Have a look at this. Yeah, me too, Glenn. It's fucking terrible. Oh yeah, Mark, that bit. Don't hurt me, Daddy. Boom. Yeah, awful. Right, check this out. I'll mute myself. Well, there's no audio anyway, so I won't mute myself. But look, yeah, all right, ready? Now he's got a wire, which is handy, right? That seems like a sensible thing to do. Yeah. Right, there you go. Swim under the ice. There's your mate showing you where to go. Oh, no. Look, you can see the hole just at the top left of the screen. He's about half a metre away from it. No, over here, mate. Over here. Look, you don't know where to go. Fuck that. Fuck it. Always mates falling over. Look, now they're trying to smash the ice. Luckily, he finds that bit of string, but fuck it. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Yeah, maybe don't do that again. Fucking hell. Now, I trimmed that a little bit, and to be honest with you, you couldn't see. He was about a metre away from the hole, but he just went the wrong way right at the end. Yes, Ash. Horrible. Emma's holding her breath for him. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm with you, Glenn. I ain't doing that. No. I mean, you're just putting yourself in a really dangerous situation. And for what? So that afterwards you can go, did it? Because he nearly didn't do it. Okay, so there was that. What else have I got for you? This is brilliant. Oh, actually, before this one, we'll save that one. For penultimate. I have got a video I want to show you. The investors amongst us. I know there's about 50 of us. This is quite weird. It's only 18 seconds, but I kind of liked it. So it's kind of odd that the meme is odd. I'll say that much, but I enjoyed it. So let me know what you think.
Now is the time for meaningful talks. That was the message from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to Moscow on Saturday as he called on Russia to stop its invasion. This is the only chance for Russia.
What a thing. It kind of sums it all up, though, doesn't it? It's sort of like you strip back the layers of lies, and you get that right. This is excellent. It's Jen Balsaki. Have you seen her absolutely dodging questions lately? She doesn't. I mean, compared to Trump, it's bullshit. These press events, they're bullshit. She just says, "No, I'm not answering that. No, we're moving on to something else now." It's just crazy. But check this out. It's very good. Again, it's another short one. It's 33 seconds.
Go ahead. Thank you. Go ahead.
I have a question about Russia now.
I think we're moving on because we got to get some more people. Go ahead.
My question about the conflict of interest when it comes to China is last year, the First Son's attorney said that he divested from a Chinese investment fund controlled by Chinese state-owned entities. We have received not even basic transparency about who bought out his stake, when this happened, and how much money changed hands. Did he actually divest? And if so, can you agree to that?
It's quite frightening as well, isn't it? In its own way. Yeah, great stuff there. Right now I've had a few scrubs. We got about 50 scrubs that are working free trade. I've had a few that have just told me, no, the market crashed. I've sold all my stocks before they go down any further. Now, there's been a bit of a rout in the stock market. It picked up a little bit over the last few days. And I had 4 or 5 people write to me saying, listen, I put 5 grand in since I've been investing. I lost 2 grand when it crashed. It's just picked up a bit. And I'm thinking of selling the lot and just lose 1 grand rather than waiting for it to go down again. You haven't lost anything until you sell it. When I explained all this to you, we're not traders. We're not stock traders. We're long-term investors. And if anything, you should be buying at the moment. You can get mad prices on Amazon, PayPal, Tesla. I don't suggest you do. I'd say stick with your indexes and your ETFs. And I found out the other day you can get Free Trade Plus for a month, pay a tenner for the month, buy the ETFs that aren't on the Free Trade Basic, and then at the end of the month, go back to Free Trade Standard, and you can still hold those stocks. If you type into YouTube, ETF for 2022, watch 3 or 4 videos, the same culprits, the same suspects will come up time and time again. Write them down. Now, when the market is this low, this is when you buy, because they're all low. Historically, the market always recovers. We ain't talking 2-3 years here. I said to you at the beginning, 10, 15 years. Now, we might have an absolute result if in 7 years there's some crazy, which does happen, some crazy spike, and you might think, well, hang on a minute, all my stocks are up 60%. I'm out. And you can do that. Or you can wait 10, 15 years, you know. This channel is brilliant. It's stealth wealth investing. He says we're not traders, we're long-term investors, and he nails this. So if you're Amazon is incredible to buy now, Toady. I wouldn't advise buying individual stocks, though. I've always said that. Maybe have 15% of your portfolio as your gamble, and that's where you get your PayPal, your Amazon, your Tesla. Tesla is so cheap at the moment. And Tesla, there's nothing wrong with Tesla. Tesla is fucking flying. I think they're building a new factory in Berlin. There's a new one, I think, in fucking China. They're making more cars than pretty much anyone at the moment. It's ridiculous. But I've always been about indexes and ETFs, and I'd say stick to that. If you want a 10%, gamble, then buy now. But don't sell your freaking stocks now because it's had a little uprise and you're like, oh, I haven't lost so much. 10 years. Just forget about them. So yes, this is Stealth Wealth Investing. It's a cracking channel. I'll put the link to this video in the chat. I've moved it on a little bit, but we'll just watch a couple of minutes of it, because I had 5 people write to me saying, I think I'm going to sell up. It was a good idea for a while, but I've lost loads of money. It's been a year. I did say 10. That historically the market always recovers. You take any 10 or 15 year period from any of the indexes and ETFs I told you, it always recovers. And you'll hear it from someone else who knows. Please don't sell now because you think you're taking less of a loss. Hold tight and make a fortune. Right, check it. Hang on. Sorry, I was too busy gabbing to put the audio on. Listen to what this fella says. And he knows, trust me, he knows.
I did recommend his channel. All right, so on to the facts around market timing. So let's do a little exercise here. Let's name some of the greatest investors ever. You know, Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, Benjamin Graham, T. Rowe Price, the Tesla bull. I don't remember any of them being market timers, really. As a matter of fact, all of them have said the exact opposite, that you cannot time the market. So the greatest investors of all time all say don't do it, and it doesn't pay off over the long run.
Right, so what he's saying there is don't try and sort of go, oh, you know, like I'm going to buy now, I'm going to sell there, I'm going to buy now. So, you know, no, he just told you, Warren Buffett et al. Don't time the market, time in the market. Leave it there, because historically it always goes up. Even after crashes, it goes back up. So it's about time in the market rather than time in the market. So all those emails I got, well, you know, is it a good time for me to get out now? Should I do? Don't worry about it. Forget about it. Don't look at your free trade. Just forget about it. If anything, buy. And he'll go on to explain why. Check it.
But hey, wait a second. What does the data say? I mean, data is what really matters, not opinions, even if they're from the goats of investing. Okay, well, let's take a look at the data. And when we look back at the data going back to 1930, if an investor missed the S&P 500's 10 best days each decade, the total return over 90 years would stand at 28%. Now, if on the other hand, you just held through the ups and the downs, the return would have been 17,715%. So over the long run, if you just happen to mistime your move and miss the best day only one day a year on average, so, you know, basically you can be perfect all the other days, but you just missed that one day, your return was insanely negative when you include inflation. I mean, you literally saw your wealth dwindle to nothing without all that effort and all that stress. That is a minuscule margin of error that has to be repeated over and over and over and over again, which honestly is impossible. But on the flip side, if you just bought and held and did absolutely nothing, your wealth grew exponentially with no effort whatsoever. Remember, investing is about risk versus reward, and over the long run, now not 1 week or 1 month or 1 year like many people are telling you, but over the long run, the comparison is not even close by miles, and buy and hold is the winner for investors. And for further clarity, I'm an investor who picked up YouTube late in life, not a YouTuber who makes content about investing, and that is an important distinction to make in my opinion. Buy and hold is not sexy. It's not flashy. It doesn't give me 8 videos a day of content, so many YouTubers shy away from it. But it has proven over and over and over to be virtually unbeatable.
That's all you need to know. Buy and hold of the usual suspects, the S&P 500, ticker SPDR, the spiders, the ETFs. Email me, I'll tell you them. You can go on YouTube, ETFs indexes 2022. Just spread your bets over 10 of them and fucking forget about it. And time again, for the last 90 years, you're gonna, in 10, 15 years, you'll have huge gains. And that, as he says, It's not sexy. It's not day trading. It's not like, oh, I made 30% on this stock in this week. No, you buy it, you hold, you forget about it. And then in 10 years, you start looking and you're like, whoa. And as I showed you a video the other week, if you put 500 quid a month into ETFs and indexes spread over about 5 different ones, usual suspects, this isn't rocket science, S&P 500, Vanguard ETFs, FTSE 100, NASDAQ, everyone knows this. This information's out there. And you left it for 17 years, you would have over 3 million. So if you're 20 years old now and you can get a monkey into your ISA and then it's tax-free, every month you're going to have over 3 million tax-free when you're 37. You can retire at 37 with 3.5 mil. If you're 30, you can do it and do it when you're 47. If you're 40, you can do it. I'm doing it. I started last year. Because in 10 years, when I'm 60, I want that money so that I don't have to worry about it. And I don't know if I've got my kids by then, which I fucking hope so, and I've got a girlfriend, when I start, I'm not thinking, shit, what is my missus and my kids going to do for money? Because I know that I've been putting whatever I can into that ISA every month. Sometimes it's like 50 quid. Sometimes it's 20 quid. But I've become more frugal. I don't waste money. I get it in my stocks and shares ISA. Because in 10 and 15 years, according to historical charts, time and time again, it pays huge rewards. Jim's level 52. Brick on a string, email me. I've got a set email that I send to people now that explains all of this. So if you want it, let me know. Right, people, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've got so much fucking work to do and I've done nearly 3 hours. Good Lord. But I love it. I love it here. I love you all. And that's true. So bless you all. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. The weekend is nearly upon us. I did do 4 hours work before I started this stream because the missus woke me up at 9 o'clock this morning and said, are you coming to the passport office with me? And I said, no, I'm going back to sleep. And didn't. So that was good. Basil, you've made a right mistake there. Yeah, do so. If you're 20, you're laughing. If you can get a monkey a month into your stocks and shares ISA, 15 years, 3 mil. Historical charts say that. You can take almost any 15-year period from the last 60, 70 years. And you can adjust that for inflation as well. Mr. MF, when are the little dangers coming? Well, I won't put it crudely, but I've certainly been putting milk in the bottle. So we'll see. Right. I am going to play the outro as usual. Feel free to throw some filthy lucre at me. I don't know if I'll be streaming later. Who knows? I might be. But if not, I'll certainly see you tomorrow morning. Look after yourselves. Bless you all, people. Don't forget that you have value. Don't forget to tell the people you love that you love them, because we tend to forget and they need to hear it. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you maybe later, if not tomorrow.
System, the company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murder scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. Selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we want to eat babies. I have them on video.
Hello, dual citizen. You alright, son? Hello, Rags.
Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. Lives in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. That woman
You did fine,
woman
Steve.
is
You always do.
ugly.
Much appreciated.
Imagine how bad she smells, man. I told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot and the goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go ah, ah, ah. We're such self-centered crap, we don't even notice hell itself rising up against
Hello,
us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type,
Nice one,
and
Anglo.
I'm so pissed. We're gonna stare your daughter at the mall.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, we're gonna stab your wife, your son. Ooh. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
So did I. Every time. It's very peculiar. Look after yourselves, people. Hoit!